My hand gestures okay?
Not enough. You need more animated. People who know Yamin know that he loves off-roading. He goes off-roading a lot. Look at what he's wearing. He's basically like a Cockerel Dundee National Geographic uniform. Let's talk about off-roading and what you need to prepare and what to expect when you go off-roading. I'm sure some of you guys have been always wanting to go off-roading, but you guys just don't know where to start, what to do and all that and what to expect, right? So we have the right person to talk about it. And YS as well, he organizes a lot of off-roading drives and all that. So we have the right people to talk about it. So first up, Yamin, actually, why do you like off-roading? Do you like to get stuck in the mud and get rinsed out, that kind of experience?
No,
you like to wear the same underwear over and over again, stay in the jungle for a long time. What is it that you like?
Girls, brother. Girls.
What?
Girls
You like girls?
to go off-road.
Oh, and that's
So
why
that
you
is
like
why
to go off-roading. Oh my, Yamin. This is one side of you.
Okay, off-roading is about enjoying nature.
Mm.
From young, I already loved to go fishing and camping. And we were going river fishing. You got to go to the river that's very in the ulu place lah. So we were going there in our Peugeot 504 in the Alfa Romeo.
Alfa Romeo with 4-inch ground clearance.
Can you imagine? Like in the old days, we are going on the jungle road, and then slowly we saw there's a better way to go off-roading. We got the Isuzu Trooper. Came with the first decent 4x4 car you can drive in the city.
That's a tank.
The Isuzu
No,
Trooper.
the Isuzu Trooper.
Yeah.
At that
Hey,
time.
last time it was only a
very
Land Rover.
durable.
Yeah.
Durable.
Last time it was only either a Land Rover or nothing else. Then came a Japanese car that got aircon, Isuzu Trooper.
Yeah.
So it was easy to go off-road. So then I started going off-road. Then of course I went to Camel Trophy, where I was driving the Land Rovers, and that really gave me that bug lah, the off-road bug.
Huh.
So
when you
it's
want to go,
it's more the driving than the fishing, right?
now it's more the driving, the challenge of the driving, and then the camping in nature, in a nice river, by a nice river, and most important of friends you enjoy this thing with.
Spending time in the jungle
Yeah.
and trying to survive.
And that's where the girls come in lah. Girls have to go off-road.
But there's something about off-roading I don't quite understand, Yamin. You know the reason why I stuck to rallying, where we drive
Fast.
we drive fast in the off-road section, I just couldn't understand the rationale of saying, okay, guys, here's a hole. You all drive into the hole, then you go and dig yourselves out, you go and winch yourself out.
So that
And
is,
then
That's the fun part, no?
And then to determine the winner, they take things like sportsmanship, camaraderie, things like that. How do you measure that? So that's why I stuck to things like, okay, fastest car through this stage wins this stage, and so on and so forth.
So YS took out the fun of
off-roading is not like what YS says lah.
But that was what I was...
Off-roading is you have a destination. You are going to the biggest chengal tree in the world, okay, in Terengganu. To go there, you have to walk or you can drive a 4x4.
You mean there's the biggest chengal tree in the world in somewhere in the middle?
Terengganu?
Oh, so it's like a sport where you actually drive all the way and
So it's an objective.
have a
So
look.
what he's saying is there
okay.
is an objective.
The destination, okay.
I've been going for the wrong 4x4 trips.
So that is really the essence of 4x4 is you are enjoying nature, but you can't walk there because you are too old or too lazy lah, and you can drive there lah with a 4x4. So that's what we do. Usually you can go by estate road, but the real nice places are abandoned logging roads. The loggers have gone there,
So there's a
take
path.
away the trees, and then we just go in the old logging road, because the fact is that you can't drive into a virgin jungle if there's no track.
Yeah, you must have a track. You
You
must
need
have a
to- you
road.
basically
Or
need
there used to be a road.
Which then you have to cut down a path
And this-
all the way, right?
This old road may have been abandoned for the past 10 years, so the water would have eroded gullies, streams would have taken half of the road away, so there are obstacles which is part of the challenge lah. That's why you have winch, you have recovery equipment, you have strap,
Okay, we go
You
back
may
to...
have to build bridges
you have to build bridges.
with logs lah.
Okay, we go back to off-roading 101. The basic, what do you need to prepare when you want to start?
Basic
going?
is,
Yes.
I will bring my dear brother YS with me. So there are 2 cars.
Yeah, that's the first thing. First rule of off-roading, you must never go alone.
We're talking of serious off-road lah.
Yeah.
We're not going to Templar Park
When you're going to
Temple Park, you walk in.
especially to an unknown territory, you should have two. It's called the buddy system. In case one of you gets stuck. You see, the trouble with off-roading is 98%, 99% of the time, you can get by. Maybe even on two-wheel drive. Then there comes the 1%, and it comes when you least expect it, you get stuck. Imagine you are stuck 25 kilometers in the middle of nowhere. There is probably no phone line.
Yeah.
So you can't even call. And even if you can call, there's a chance that people don't even know how to get to you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's why you don't want to have us going to look for you. GC Mah went off-roading 7 days ago and he's missing. He went in this general direction.
So another thing is you go with a buddy and also tell the other recovery friends
where you are going.
where you intend to go.
Okay.
And when you intend to come
So they
back.
roughly know which path you're taking
Yeah.
and all that, right? So 2 cars,
Ah.
preferably more than 2 people. I
Yeah,
guess.
of course, you should have a 4-wheel drive lah. I mean, that's
yes.
a very basic thing, yeah?
Yes.
You don't go in your Alfa Romeo. Those days were gone by. Okay, so because you want to get stuck, then the next thing lah.
Wanna get stuck.
I mean, you don't want to get stuck. Sorry.
I mean, what likes to get stuck?
No, you should have things that you will need in case you get stuck.
Yes.
So the very minimum you want is a tow rope. And then you have to know how to hook the tow rope lah. Because I've seen some videos where they hook it to the wrong place and they cut
The whole bumper
the
came
whole
out.
bumper came out. You know, things like that.
And you need the tow
You need
hook.
to have a tow hook. And just remember, if you have a 4-wheel drive, it's not actually ready because a lot of 4-wheel drive don't have a rear tow hook. So if you don't have a rear tow hook, you must know where to hook, right?
Yeah. So actually, the most important thing is when you're going for let's talk about going for a recce trip, 1 day or 2 days. Even for a 1-day trip, bring enough water and food. So what you can have is water a lot,
More than enough water.
more
and
than
food.
enough,
In case you get stuck.
and then food you can just take some dates lah, the minimum lah.
Dates.
Dates is very good, right?
Yeah,
You
this
can buy anywhere, and it's very
during
nutritious.
Ramadan time, of course.
I mean, if you got more time, you can buy a nice
Biscuits.
nasi lemak and all that lah. But really, you must have water and some bit of food. For a 1-day trip even, because you may not be
Dry
able to
foods
come
are good lah, because dry foods you can at least keep for 2-3 days. You know?
out. Yeah.
Even if you're going for a 1-day trip, you
Yeah.
must have something to
Just
to
imagine
last
if
2-3
you are
days
stuck
lah.
inside
At
there
least.
and you have to survive for 2 days or 3
Yeah.
days.
Or you end up eating worms and bugs and all that,
Yeah.
right? Have you tried?
No lah, I've
Oh, you
been
go into
very
that later.
fortunate to have at least kacang lah. I've been stuck before by
Start
kacang.
digging and you get kacang,
Kacang and some beer was good lah.
Huh. So,
And then now so the more important thing is you must know where you want to go lah. So you can tell your friends, just don't go like that, puta-puta.
But before that, I mean, this is a car show. Let's talk about what kind of cars that's right to go for this kind of adventure.
To be practical, the best car to go for this kind of expedition, and now it is the best value for money is pickup truck.
Yeah.
Because of the tax treatment, the pickup truck attracts the least amount of tax. And now you used to be able to get a good pickup truck for 80,000. Now a good pickup truck goes for 130,000.
Yeah, it's around there now. The prices have
Goes
gone up.
because our ringgit has gone down, US dollar has gone up. So, but for $130,000, you get a
Very decent.
nice package, a lot of
Off-road
metal,
capable, urban ready.
very capable, and a lot of active safety now. We can
Yeah.
see that in the Ranger, in the Hilux. Does the Hilux 2.0 have a lot of safety
Oh yeah,
features?
they're all pretty good machines.
I remember when the Ranger won the Car of the Year, it has more active features than many
Cars.
cars
For a truck.
for a
For a
truck.
truck.
And the trend is
But
there
now
every
the
year.
market is pretty seamless lah. Something that you should consider if you want to go off-road is maybe the tires. It's one thing to have 4-wheel drive,
Correct.
but whatever traction you get actually depends on the type
Because
of
trucks
traction.
nowadays come with all-terrain tires and not really.
Not all, some come
Oh,
with
highway.
terrain.
Highway terrain tires. Yes.
So there are actually 3 types of tires. One is HT, which is highway terrain.
Yes.
Then they have AT, which is all terrain. It's the patterns are a bit rougher with more land area. More sea area. The difference what sea and land is sea area is the empty spaces. So for off-road, you need more sea areas so that the tire can dig into the ground. And then as the tire rolls out, all the dirt will come out lah. Of course, the most extreme one is the mud terrain, MTs. And then even among MTs, they have many types of MTs. You know, the most gung-ho ones being the centipede, they call it. You know, it's got the pattern is like a centipede. It's got grip all over.
Knobbly lah.
Very knobbly tires. If you buy a truck nowadays, there's a high chance you'll get the HT. But some of the truck companies are already selling some variants with ATs. So the very minimum you should have is AT, which is all-terrain lah. But if you really want to go serious or where the terrain is really bad, then the mud terrain tires really work. So if you ask me, why don't everybody just fit mud terrain tires on the truck? They are not good for
noisy.
Right, they're very noisy. You get there.
And it's not good for fuel consumption.
Yeah, and not good for fuel consumption either. So
and bad traction in the rain.
These are
on the highway lah.
It's purpose built.
So
the mud terrain tires don't have so much grip on the highway because of the fact that it got more sea area. So I think the best overall tire, generally speaking, would be the all-terrain.
Yeah.
Because all-terrain will still give you reasonable wear and tear. And if you go off-road, you still have grip. But of course, if you're one of those urban cowboys who never take your vehicle off-road, and there are a lot of these, then the HT will be fine. Of course, for those people, they don't go off-road. The idea of driving a truck is to look macho.
But more important, after the driving part, you are driving to a destination. You're thinking of a nice campsite. You're going to this nice campsite, big river, big wide river, and a wide beach to camp on. So you need to have a good tent. So
if
some
you want to
people,
stay overnight lah.
Yeah. So let's say you're doing a recce and you're going to do a 2-day 1-night. 2-day 1-night is nice lah. So you must get a nice tent. But some people don't like tent. They will just get a tarpaulin and stretch it over the roof of their car to tie to a tree lah. So there's a nice spacious tent. Get camp beds with mosquito net. Now it's important to have mosquito net. Camp bed with mosquito net.
Dengue.
And then get some packed food or cook there lah.
And it's actually widely available, all these things.
Sorry?
Widely available. Like there's camping.
There are a lot of
stuff
specialty shops.
Camping equipment, there is widely available, and there are also specialist camping shops like Thomas Fu's outfit, and there's a new Decathlon, you know. This super sports shop Decathlon.
For hardcore campers, off-roaders.
All kind of sports, from scuba diving to camping.
Now, there's another point about camping in river valleys. There's the danger of a storm or rain further upstream, which you don't even know about. And then suddenly the river just comes down, you know.
The water level goes up
quickly. In like 30 or 60 seconds. That's another thing you have to be very aware of.
So our experience like this, you know, what you're saying is very dangerous in like Morocco, for instance, where the dry wadi really comes with river in
becomes a river in like 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Really?
Yes, a lot of people drown.
Just like somebody just turn on the tap somewhere and then it just comes.
So in Malaysia, it takes about 30 minutes for it to go up. So usually when we camp on a beach camp in the river,
you must be very aware.
We know
you must have an escape path.
Yeah, you must have escape path.
To drive
your
off
cars
quickly
are already
or run.
pointing up.
Okay.
And not everybody camp there. Many of them camp up there because they don't want to get caught. They have been caught before, so they camp up there. And then they have this, everybody points up lah. And then you are prepared to do 1 or 2 things lah.
You have to be aware lah.
What about what things like they to expect, and maybe share some experience, like bad experience that you guys didn't expect to happen but you had to go through?
I can tell you this, my most memorable experience is in Malaysia. Don't talk about Camel Trophy. In Malaysia is when we were wrecking old abandoned track in Lebeh, Sungai Lebeh, Ulu Lebeh, Pahang side. It was an old abandoned track. There were 6 of us, 6 cars, about 12 people, and then we were going on this track, and then there was a washout. So somebody went above to check what's ahead while we repair this washout. There's no point to repair this big washout if there's another washout ahead, right? So one guy Tang Boon Cheng walked ahead to recce, and then the next thing was we heard him running back, running back, and there was a big elephant behind him. That was the most memorable, because why I tell you why it's the most memorable, because this elephant was chasing my friend. Tang Boon Cheng wearing red socks and short pants.
So don't wear red when you see
his car was
elephant.
right at the end.
Behind.
His car was the last car. So he's running to his car and elephant is chasing, and elephant just knocked our car.
Really?
Just one went over the hill, one just fell on his side. But
So you should run away from the car.
we wanted to run to our car so that we can reverse back, which was wrong. But right or wrong, I don't know lah. I was telling everybody get in the car and try to reverse out, but
So
cannot.
Tang Boon Cheng should have run away from you all.
He should have run away and
ran
sacrifice.
to you all.
He should sacrifice himself for us lah. He should have. And I tell you,
I hope you are listening to the show, Tang Boon Cheng.
the most important thing I can remember now is that we were in a car hiding in fear. Elephant had knocked our cars, and suddenly, after all the comment, there was silence. And in my heart, I was thinking, I don't mind if Tang Boon Cheng dies, but I hope the elephant don't come back. That was so terrible,
So what happened to the elephant? He left, or
Elephant
he's
is
just waiting?
He's a something elephant. He had only one tusk. He's a gangster. He's a one tusk. He's a
Like a
rogue
man with
elephant.
one eye.
He's a rogue elephant. That means he fight. He's a gangster lah. He's a rogue elephant. So he just ran away after he had pushed Tang Boon Cheng's car lah. Tang Boon Cheng was in the car.
So he knew which was Tang Boon Cheng's car lah.
Yeah.
So now you need to ask
Yeah.
Tang Boon Cheng what he did while he was there with the elephant.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether his pants were dry or not, but anyway, we all survived.
Did the red socks have anything to do with it or not?
Definitely, the
Really?
elephant was chasing his red socks. The elephant was offended by two. Number one, Tang Boon Cheng had walked right up to the elephant without realizing, because my friend Tang Boon Cheng is a computer programmer. He is not a jungle man.
So
but
very
he is a
blur.
walker. He's a very strong walker. So whenever we have obstacle, he will walk first to check the head road ahead. So this was walking until he heard. It's actually the elephant angry,
Already.
So now we
So
know.
close.
Okay. Don't bring a computer expert
And
don't wear red socks.
Yeah. So that was my most memorable experience in Malaysia lah.
Scary.
So now the thing is, the night before we had camp, we had a camp, all of us camping, because we are doing a 5 or 6 day recce, and this Rao, Rao, Mr. K Rao, who is a big guy, very flamboyant, very nice. Then he was laughing at my friend. You are wearing this leather belt. What man? Elephant also not afraid. So making some joke about elephant lah. And true enough, the next day we had this elephant attack us. So now the thing is, in the jungle, I think better don't talk so big and don't boast so big about elephant and stuff lah.
Okay.
Just
Respect the
be
nature.
Humble.
Respect the nature. Then you guys must have trouble getting the cars back onto the track and all that,
Two
right?
cars come out. The next day, bring in some other cars to recover the cars lah.
Oh, jalat. That's something that you wouldn't expect. And you're not prepared for, right?
That one not
Can we
prepared for
replicate
lah.
this? Then we do another adventure for everybody.
I think it's very
Come and get
dangerous,
chased
because the
by-
elephant is very strong lah.
Yeah, all we need is red socks and some computer guys.
The one task he could just poke your car one side. Rocky lah. Tang Boon Cheng's car was a Rocky, Daihatsu Rocky. The Rao's car is a Pajero. Rao car, Pajero. When the elephant came, Rao was like a Superman. He flew out of the window, man. He saw the other guy, he flew out of the window like that. Wow.
Yeah, then he must be careful because Superman wears red underwear on the outside.
So that was my most memorable experience camping in Malaysia lah.
It's very scary.
So after that,
Imagine it's like the whole herd of elephants.
that's like only one. This is Jahat one.
Hey, it looks like we gotta go off-roading some more lah.
Where is this place? In Pahang,
Ulu Lebih.
Let's organize one.
Yeah.
And you guys go. I'll wait here. I'll do the recovery. I'll be the recovery team. I'll stay here.
No, now we have to find. It's now getting harder and harder to find nice camping spots. Because where is popular, easy to go, is very dirty.
True.
Especially
Yeah, the latest thing now
commercialized
you
stuff.
worry about is this rat urine thing.
leptospirosis.
Yeah.
It's
What's the word?
Leptospirosis.
Okay.
Leptospirosis.
That's the place where you have picnickers coming.
Yeah.
and then they throw all the old food and plastics
rats
and all
will
that.
come.
Then
Yes,
the
they
rats come, and then the rats urinate there. Then more picnickers come, and then you get, this rat urine in your food.
In the jungle,
ingest it. Yeah.
Okay.
No, these are the popular spots that people can drive to. Where cars can go, that's where you have this problem. A lot of
Then
rubbish.
again, all these people.
So
should-
you don't go camping in those crowded places. You go to the
No, it's
jungle.
the attitude lah. I mean, you guys
Yeah.
want to go camping, clear up the place. clear
Yeah.
out
We
the
must tell
campsite
you the
before
next
leave.
rule. When you go into the jungle, take out what you bring in.
Ah,
Okay? It's not good to go and shit or pee in the river because people could be living along the river.
Downstream.
Yeah. So when you need to go to the toilet, you
Further
must further away from the river, and you bring a changkul. You dig a hole,
Okay.
do your business,
Cover
close it up.
Mm.
If you're a lady, bring an umbrella or two umbrellas.
Or wear a sarong. Sarong is very easy to do. Sarong.
Now we know.
now
why
we
the
know.
sarong
I
is-
thought river would be the easiest. Just
No,
go there.
don't do
Easy
it in
for
the
you,
river.
but how are people downstream?
Yeah.
Does washing hair and all that,
Yeah.
right? And see something floating on.
Yeah. How are
the
people
river.
downstream?
Okay.
So take out everything you go, and then when you go to jungle, you're going camping or when you're
Put
going
out the fire.
When you're going camping for many days, don't bring many of those plastic PET bottles because it's a lot of litter. Bring in a big tank and then just decant lah.
Yeah. Because plastics take centuries to break down. So don't
But
dirty
in the
the
first place,
jungle.
don't leave those
Yeah,
things.
don't-
Don't litter lah. Don't litter in the jungle lah.
But even if you
Take out
bring
what
in
you
plastic,
think.
just bring out lah.
Yeah, bring it
One
out.
is bring it
yeah.
out lah. I think the mind is very important. You must
Mind.
go there. You want to enjoy yourself with your friends. You want to be safe. You don't want to do risky things because when you do a recovery,
Yeah.
let's say you do a snatch type recovery and you don't anchor it properly, you could pull
You
the
could kill
whole
somebody.
bumper out. Your hook could fly through the car and take somebody's brain off. So always go with the correct mind. Go with people who are experienced. Join a club.
Do the right thing. Be a man.
Be a man. Do the right thing. Join a club. Yes, I think.
Yeah,
you
join
learn
a
lot
club,
from
yeah.
Be a man. I don't know lah. I think bring some
It was
girls
taken
lah.
off a video. Like, be a man.
Join the club with the most girls.
Yeah.
Right.
Join the club.
Okay, that's a very good advice. Go ahead and do that. Okay, so that's about it. I hope you guys learned a bit, a thing or two. Anything you want to ask, just comment down below, and probably Yamin and YS or our guys can actually reply to you guys and have fun. Beware of elephants.
Yeah.
You
Drive safe.
don't wear red socks or red underwear.
Outside.